Hey YouTube, I'm back. It's me, Gene, and I'd like to thank you back to my channel, BigSlimLife. This one's gonna run a little differently because of I'm just been busy. I'm been busy, and clearly it's been a while. And I should have left you with a few videos to watch through, but yeah, my bad. But the next few days and weeks coming, there should be a lot more of me, and I pretty much promised that because at this point, today, September 4th, it's officially 2 weeks till my surgery. So I am basically going to begin my pre-op. Actually, I still have a week out before my true pre-op starts. So, but for me, I'm actually getting started now. Um, just to give out the numbers to start off with. Right now, I'm at 329 pounds. That is my body fat is 51.7%. Um, my BMI is still it's at 44, basically 44.6. So I'm still up there when it comes to my especially my BMI, but I've been coming down, so I've been on the decline, which is a good thing. So to keep catch you up with everything's been happening, I actually got my website fully up and going. So BigSlim.life, you can check it out. I have the previous video. I am doing like an audio podcast type thing. That's also my audio all there. I probably won't do the whole finding it on iTunes and stuff like that. Might drop a SoundCloud for audio per se. So these days I've been working pretty hard, getting the weight down, and it's been ups and downs because I try not to overexert myself way too much, but I've been doing pretty good. So last couple of weeks, um, it's between a pound to a pound and a half to almost um 3 pounds one week. I think I got to like 2.5 pounds lost, which is pretty awesome. Um, but then again, it's more to do with what I'm eating, and I'm still majority of the weeks, 5 days out of the week, I'm walking 10 miles a day. I don't do it 7 days a week because it's been taking a toll. It makes me tired. It makes my back real sore. Can't really do much of anything when I'm in so much exhaustion is coming out of me. So I cut it back down to only 5 days a week, 2 days for resting. I try to split the resting. Um, I try not to do both rest days on Saturday and Sunday over the weekend. So I try to do maybe a Sunday just to chill out, relax, and then a Wednesday in the middle of the week since I have to commute to work, commute back, pick up my daughter, take her to her practice, and there's not much things to do. But even that even changed now. I'm getting I'm learning things, especially on that Wednesday when I take my daughter to practice. I'm generally there for 2 hours, so instead of waiting there, now what I do, I bring a change of clothes, and I'll change out the clothes. Generally, I'm wearing a shirt and tie. I change out of that, get on my basketball shorts and the t-shirt. There's a park nearby. I'll walk over there. Hopefully it's not raining, and I'll walk. They have a little it's a park, so this park is kind of nice. If you check my Instagram, you probably seen I posted pictures of it. There's a basketball court, there's a playground, of course, and it's open. There's open field. They generally do some kind of soccer or football practice out there, and then there's a path, a walking path. So I do that, and there's actually this park's kind of nice because there's a workout area, which is cool because it's like a weightless benching. So you have like the bit incline, the decline. There's a few other items out there for leg press and things like that. They're kind of weird because I think you got to kind of approach them a little differently. Wish there was instructions near them, but there isn't. but still, I get a good 5 miles in alone just there, which it works out. So, my biggest thing, and it's just kind of pulling off my audio file here, from the last one I did, which I'll probably do more of those. And truth be told, they're a lot easier because I do them on the move. I do these recordings. Is that now I'm telling my friends and family, close friends and family. I'm not telling all my friends and family. Everyone else will probably pick up on what I'm doing. Even though I did separate Big Slim from my own personal life and on the internet, pretty much, there are friends who are bound to see it if they because of Instagram and Facebook and their algorithms, like, oh, look at this, some of his friends like this and you should like this, and they'll see my face and they'll actually check it out, like, oh, and they'll then again join in then. But I last night I told my best friend since we grew up as kids about it, and he supported it. He knew me since we was young. We grew up together, so he knew the struggles I went through all my life with my weight and everything. So now I felt real good that he backed me on it, and he asked a few questions and wanted to make sure I wasn't doing it for a stupid reason and just jumping into it. But then again, his biggest thing says, like, it's more common now than before. So as long as I'm in good hands with a good doctor, everything should be good. And of course, he knows that I wouldn't want to be put underneath the knife or get knocked out and stuff like that. There's plenty of bad things that happens in surgery. So but he supported it. I also told one of my closest family members, which is my cousin, and I need to get more feedback from her, so I'll probably reach out to her and probably even I'll even ask her if I can record it, voice record it, and then get some real feedback. Because I told her during my wife's birthday dinner, and it caught her. I could see that it caught her off guard, But that's something she didn't. She generally expresses herself regardless, but I think she needs to take it in some more to really get a feel for it. So that's all cool. I'll fall back on that. I'll follow her up and ask her how she really feel about it. And she has some brothers too. We are real close and things like that. Still speaking to my mom, she actually wants to come out the day of the surgery, and she was shut down. She owns a bodega, a small corner store, and she's planning on closing it for the day. And I'm like, I appreciate it. Maybe she can come out that night, figure it out. And my brother, one of my brothers, probably will come with her more than likely. As I told my brother, and him being himself, he's like, kind of shrugged his shoulder, like, hey man, if you want to do it, and that was it. He didn't give no. He's my younger brother, so he's not gonna give me no. I doubt he's gonna give me any wide words or anything like that. But once again, I'll hit him up when we get even closer. So it's really nerve-wracking, because now I'm telling people. Anyways, so now I'm telling people, and things are either a positive, negative, majority positive, and a lot of people believe. Well, not I can't say a lot of people. I did have a group, a small group of people who believe that maybe I should just because they haven't seen me in a while, and when they see me, like, wow, you lost a good considerable amount of weight, maybe you should continue doing what you're doing to reach your goal. And it's kind of hard because, like, yeah, I did lose 40 pounds. Well, 40 pounds from February till basically now. So in that time period, if I keep losing at least 40 pounds over and over, um, that'll put me at least 80 by the end of the year. And yeah, it's one of those things that's making it harder and harder to decide to do the surgery. But I'm doing the surgery for a tool for me to prevent myself to also regain it so much, even though I've been told that you can regain it even with this tool in place. So I reached that point when I had the talk with the surgeon. Pretty much it's the final talk I'll have with the surgeon before the surgery. I had it a few days ago, and pretty much he allowed me to ask several questions that I had. I asked a few questions that I had, even the ones that I pretty much knew the answer to. I asked them anyways, just to confirm. And I signed a lot of pretty much release of liability paperwork, and I did some quizzes. They give you some quizzes to make sure that you understand what's going to happen, the chances, and the understanding of the risk you're taking. Because doing the surgery is really not a game. It's very serious. I came out of there feeling really good, because I aced the quiz. I did a lot of research on this information, but want to know some of the questions I asked. There was a friend of mine's. She brought another operation called the switch. It's a doodle something. It's the switch. When I did some research on it, it's pretty much the sleeve and gastro in one. So pretty much, what it does is it cuts. It does the same portion of cutting the sleeve, and then it changes your intestines a little. Mostly people who have issues with the sleeve do the switch because of the some of the side effects, and one of the biggest side effects is GERD. So it's like that almost like acid reflux. It's the GERD that people have the biggest issues with, and you pretty much will have that side effect for the rest of your life. So they'll go in, if it's that bad, you'll go in and do another surgery, that helps calm down that side effect. But that's not even 100% the case, because you can make things worse, you can make things slightly better, but it might not be good enough. And there's people who take medication for the GERD and things like that. One of the conversations I was having with her, who brought that idea to me, was that you hear a lot of praises about this the sleeve, and a lot of the good things and success stories, but you really don't hear a lot of bad things about it. So I did watch a few videos and people saying all the doing on their other YouTube channels, saying the issues they have to deal with and the new issues that's been brought up. Even though, yes, they lost weight and everything, but now they have to deal with a whole bunch of other stuff, which I 100% always look for, because when you see 100% positive, you got to look for what's the negative about it. So I did some time and looked over some negatives. The GERD is always the biggest thing. Seems like I don't deal with GERD now, so hopefully that side effect will be a small issue for me, that I won't even have to even worry about it. People who have GERD currently, even before, it seems even gets worse. So I I pray that it doesn't become a big problem for me. Um, Outside of that, now I'm getting ready. I don't have to do 2 weeks of liquid. Only have to do 1 week of liquid. So I start the liquid on I believe the 11th, which is the week before. Pure liquid, mostly like protein shakes and pretty much any liquid I want as long as it's liquid. I do that all the way until that Saturday, and then I get into clear liquid for just basically the night before. Uh, Clear only, get into like chicken broth and stuff like that. Uh, Mainly, also I was told to kind of stay with anything red dye, mainly because they need to know the difference between blood. If all mostly major surgeries, especially have to deal with anything. Well, I think most of them, but anything with your stomach or anything like that, they want to keep you away from red dye. So no red Jello or anything like that. Which I do have a few packets of red Jello, so I might just enjoy those this week and then pick up a few items next week. So my wife been telling me she wants to get on this. So next couple of videos and a few other things you'll hear from her. We had a few conversations about doing a surgery and her fears and stuff like that. But I think now she wants to put it on record. And that too, she's been kind of dying to get on the second mic. I have if you notice, I have a mic here, and I also have another mic in this office here. So we'll set all that up and get that going, so that you can hear from my wife's view of things and how things are changing for her. Another thing I want to discuss is budget, money. It's a big deal, especially for us. We're saving, we're paying off debts, we got student loans, and we're just like the normal typical family. So we have things to pay off. We have bills. Even though insurance is paying majority of this, there's still a bill to deal with, and it's hopefully won't be a large bill. I won't find out really until tomorrow, and then after that we'll figure out how to pay for that. I'm hoping that I have a health savings account, and my wife also does as well as my wife, and both of us will probably just get those cleaned up, wiped out from the surgery. Hopefully, it's a lot less. We have a good size that's in there, and October's almost here. Well, yeah, I think they renew in January actually. So, regardless, last year we had a rush out and trying to use it all, and we probably didn't still use it all, and some of it got rolled over, or they allow us to use some of it until a certain time period. So it's not a big deal. We run through it all this year, especially now we have even more in there. I'm sorry about that. My nose is itching. So outside of that, I'm going to try to have some fun with this. Until then, if you have any questions, please leave it down in the comments, and leave some good feedback. I am looking for a lot of good positive vibes these days, especially getting closer to the surgery day. Check me out on Instagram. It's BigSlimLife, same as the YouTube channel. I also have a Twitter and Facebook page, BigSlimLife, across the board. BigSlim.life, and you can check out the website there. I'll have pretty much everything encompassed there. I'll actually start pulling. Yeah, you hear my kids in the background. I'll actually start pulling in all the feeds from there. So if you just want one central hub to find it all there. Recipes. I am a good cook. but this is new to me, and I will be trying things out as they come. So I probably will do a YouTube video on some meal prep that I do for the week during that time period, because after the surgery I'll be back on a liquid diet. Then I have to go through that puree phase. That phase right there, that will be. I'm not a big fan of puree foods, so that'll be a little challenge. And I'll figure something out and find some recipes. I've been doing some little research already, and got some things bookmarked, and I'll start making some of those as time get closer. Outside of that, I can't think of anything else. So, hopefully you, if it's your first time watching, hopefully you subscribe, and I will check you out later.